feeling all right tonight. I just noticed she's actually holding a sign that says load game. A calling card. It's great. So this is session 3 of Persona 5. The Royal. I've already, again, completed the... Eventually I'll stop saying this. I've already completed the vanilla Persona 5 multiple times, but it's been a while, so some of the details are hazy. And I will not be, for anyone watching who's never watched the original, I will not mention plot spoilers from the original until I have reached that point in the game where you would know about them. Although it is a bit of an advantage because some things in this game are a bit confusing at first. So being able to see it, like it's already understand it, so I can explain it to anyone who's confused, may actually be a benefit. One thing I meant to check last time that I forgot about is I wanted to look at a prior playthrough of Persona 5. Hopefully this YouTube, I can mute this before it makes any noise. I wanted to look at a prior playthrough of Persona 5 and see if some of these portraits that I saw were new, because I was pretty sure that they were. Yeah, I'm almost positive some of them are new. I'm trying to look for the scene where An is talking with Shiho on a bench, and there it is. That's not the one I was thinking of, actually. Kind of waiting for people to filter in, so I guess I have a second to look this up. Jeez, how far back is that scene? I guess it must be in the episode before this one. Here it is. Where they're talking about nationals and whether Shiho should quit the team. And there's a smiling face, but it's not the one I remember that appeared to be new. Yeah, some of that art is new. It was not in the original. Good to know. Good to know I'm not just going crazy. Alright. So that's probably enough time for people to filter in, so I'm going to get started. I kind of forgot to load up Mega Man 4 today, but part of me is, now that I'm here, I don't want to. I'm also very curious as to what this is, but we'll find out, I guess. There's config. This doesn't even tell you, like, there's no sign saying what it is. I mean, maybe one appears on the screen of the vending machine once you're there. Yup. That's right. So I believe if he has a change of heart, he'll probably stop abusing his students, but it's too risky. Yep, so recap from last time is that basically we uncovered Kamoshida's abuses of his teammates, but we found out that it's basically kind of an open secret, like no one really cares. And Morgana told us that we can do something in the metaverse to basically change Kamoshida's heart, but it could have a serious effect on him to the point where he might even die. And so kind of the thing they're struggling with is like, Kamoshida's a bad dude, but does he really deserve to die? Stealing Kamoshida's distorted desires. Can we really do it? Anyways, I should get some sleep. One day I will get a chair that doesn't like creak at the slightest shift. I can't believe Suzui-senpai missed such an important meeting. I wonder what happened. Mr. Kamoshida asked to see her. I've heard rumors about how the two of them stay late together. I wonder what's going on. You don't think they're... Nah, it couldn't be. Man, it's been nothing but bad news lately. I'm worried about the future. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, running girl, go. Don't be late. Don't be late. Oh, that reminds me. Apparently a guest is coming to school today. Some young guy, I think. Oh, tell me more.
So I assume all of you know about the separation of powers. There are 3 branches in our government. The National Diet is legislative, the Cabinet is executive, and the Supreme Court is judiciary. This division of power provides checks and balances, which ensures no one branch becomes unstoppable.
Have you made up your mind? No matter how much thinking you do, there's only one option. You'd be better off just listening to me.
Why are you in there?
Did I just hear a cat just now?
Meow!
It's not helping, Morgana. I also think that image is new as well. Also, what a bro. Like, the guy behind us is not ratting us out. What a complete bro.
Could that rumored cat be somewhere nearby? Settle down! We're in the middle of an important lecture.
It's no use. I can't think of any other way. God, the soundtrack is so good. Are you cutting class? I can't deal with that shit right now. I mean, what are we gonna do about Kamoshida? Do we just gotta go along with what that cat says? Ah, that damn furball.
If you only knew I'm reading this too.
Hey, what's that?
Enough! This is a classroom!
Wait, she's going to jump!
Suzui?
Uh-oh.
Shiho? For real? Come on, let's go.
Hey! Stay in your seats! Do not step foot outside of this room!
No way! Huh? Is she gonna commit suicide?
It's Suzui! Shio Suzui!
Huh? Suzui-san? Let's go look.
I have something to say about that, but I'll wait.
She jumped!
Calm down! Back to your seats!
No! Why? Shio! Hey, what's going on? We should head to the courtyard too.
So this is just utter chaos.
Damn it!
Damn it, what the hell is going on?
Let's go!
Fell in the courtyard, let's go. That's probably not a good way. I saw it head on, that was a student from our school, right? Who was that? Hey, did you see her fall? I wonder if she's okay. Yeah, I saw it after falling from that height. She must be seriously hurt or worse. I have things to say about a lot here. A lot of stuff here. But it's, really a second year? I can't see anything. Hurry to the courtyard.
What is this? Hey, I've got to get past here.
Hey, I've got to get past it.
Huh? Don't push me.
Don't push
Sorry,
me.
coming through.
How do you get to the courtyard from here? I guess you gotta go down one floor, right? Hmm? What a bother. You, get the students back to their classrooms. I'm going to the faculty office. I better warn everyone not to go online and talk about this too. What? But who's going to explain the situation to paramedics? And what about tending to the victim? There are more important matters to address. Thank you. So like the teacher response to this, and you'll see as this continues, unless you've changed something, but is almost entirely, I mean, I don't think they would change this because it wasn't a problem. It was the point, is that it's almost entirely kind of managing the students that didn't jump off the roof. And there's very little, like, concern for anyone's feelings afterwards. It's pretty much just like, hey, this is against the rules, or something like that. Yeah, someone just tried to kill themselves, so maybe shut the fuck up, in my opinion. Hey, is she dead? Where's the ambulance? No, she won't die from that low height. I'm sure she'll be fine. Like, I a little bit get trying to control the crowds so that you don't end up, first off, with people mobbing them, or just complete and utter chaos. Like, you can't let the situation just devolve into chaos. But someone has to go and be like, hey, we need to do something about this. Like, and then it's kind of like they're yelling at the students and they're just like completely disregarding the teacher. So it's not even effective, you know? Did you see the courtyard where she landed and she was on the volleyball team, right? Nah, there was too much of a crowd there. You want to go check it out later? What a fucking dick.
Hey, I've got to get...
Huh?
Sorry, coming through. Really? What? Let... Class
Yeah,
is still
like,
in session.
people with the cell phones, someone like panicking teacher. Yeah. You kind of gotta like grow some guts here, buddy, and like actually take charge of the situation rather than letting people film the suicide victim or attempted suicide victim. Like, get your shit together. Like, that should be the first thing, is like, God forbid I see you recording this shit. Like, it's not something for Snapchat. Granted, people are gonna do it anyways, but you at least shouldn't let them do it openly.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
We need someone to go with her. Are there any teachers around? I'm not in charge of her class, though.
Yeah, you see, like, just someone has, just the level of disorganization is holy shit. And
we should leave this to Principal Kobayakawa.
it's just like, get your fucking act together. But I get that that's the point. Like, that's the point that the game's trying to drive home, is that, like, this is happening in broad daylight, and the people are either too scared or too incompetent to do something about it.
I'll go.
Please hurry.
Shio. Why? On. I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore. Shio. Huh? Kamoshida? No! Shio! Did you see that? Her leg was totally bent the wrong way. It's not good. She took one shot.
Volleyball team.
Return to your classrooms at once.
That guy.
That guy,
Hey, wasn't Mishima acting weird?
you know something.
We're gonna make him talk this time.
Teachers, return to your classrooms for the time being. Please do not let any students go home yet.
That hurts. Why'd you run like that, huh?
I didn't run.
She jumped and tried to kill herself!
Leave me alone.
Just tell us. Good cup,
He's
bad
right.
cup.
We ain't trying to get you busted. We won't say you talked either.
Suzui. She was called out by Mr. Kamoshida.
Wait, what?
I was called by him a number of times too. To the teacher's room. Wasn't just me or Suzui either. He'd nominate someone when he was in a bad mood and hit them.
So the physical punishment thing was for real.
Yesterday, he called Suzui out of the blue. She didn't make any mistakes or anything. Mr. Kamoshida seemed really irritated that day. So it must have been worse than usual.
He didn't... That son of a bitch!
Morgana just chilling up there. I didn't notice that.
I bet Sakamoto's going to find Mr. Kamoshida.
Yeah, this is a bad idea, Ryuji. This is not what you do.
Mr. Kamoshida's probably in the PE faculty office on the second floor.
Can I fast travel right now? No. That clothing, no way. Maybe we should bring him in ahead of schedule. It's up to the principal, though. Yep.
He went into the PE faculty office. Let's hurry. We have to go after him.
Huh?
You bastard! The hell did you do to that girl?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me!
That is enough!
What you did wasn't coaching.
What did you say?
You ordered me to call Suzui here. I can only imagine what you did to her.
You're going on and on about things you have no proof of. Basically, you're simply making these claims because you can't be a regular on the team, right?
That's not what this is about!
Even if it is exactly as you imagine it to be, hypothetically speaking, what can you do? We just received a call from the hospital. Suzui's in a coma, and her chances of recovery are slim. How would someone like that make a statement? There's no chance of her getting better, I hear. Oh, the poor girl.
No,
Biting my tongue.
can't be.
Goddamn!
This again? Does this mean we need to have yet another case of self-defense?
You shut your mouth, you son of a bitch! Why are you stopping me?
Don't let him get to you.
But still!
Oh, you're stopping him? What a surprise. There's no need to hold back. Why not attack me? Oh, you can. But of course you can. Everyone present right now will be expelled. I'm reporting all of you at the next board meeting.
What? You can't make a decision like that!
Who would seriously consider what scum like you say? You threatened me too, Mishima, so you're just as responsible.
Huh?
To think you didn't know why I kept someone as talentless as you on the team. You act like you're a victim, but you leaked his criminal records, didn't you? It's all over the internet, correct? How terrible.
Mishima? He told me to do it. I had no choice.
Now, are we finished here? You're all expelled. You're done for. Your futures are mine to take. Now get out of my sight.
I can't believe this asshole's getting away with this!
So in case you didn't think Kamoshida was enough of an asshole, yeah. He's enough of an asshole. They
right.
eat his words.
We have that.
Huh? Have you lost your minds? You worthless kids aren't making any sense. But sure, go ahead and try. After all, you'll have plenty of time to kill until expulsion.
So, like, is that a real thing that, like, they're gonna wait till the next board
Can't waste
meeting?
any time.
Like, I guess maybe he's not gonna make up that they attacked him, but maybe make... I don't know. It's the whole thing is so weird and convoluted. But, I mean, I get for the plot purposes, they have to have a situation where they're going to get expelled if they don't do something. But it's not, like, imminent. It's, like, down the line. But it's still a little bit like, that seems odd. Even for, now again, I've never lived in Japan, much less gone to high school there, so maybe there's something I don't understand, but that definitely seems odd. Ooh, 1 second. Every time I get a text message at this time of night, I'm always like, oh god. Alright, nothing major yet.
We gotta hurry up and go to that world and beat the shit out of that asshole.
We're not beating him up. We're simply stealing his distorted desires. Can I assume that you've made up your minds about this? About how he might suffer a mental shutdown?
I have.
I mean, at that point, if he dies, like, you kind of put us in a corner, you know, much less the question of whether you deserve it or not, but, like, we don't really have a choice at this point. You're coming after us. If you end up getting yourself fucking killed, that's on you, Kamoshida.
Someone almost died because of him. I don't give a rat's ass what happens to him anymore.
And you?
I agree.
Then it's settled.
By the way, is getting rid of a palace hard? You've tried it before, right?
When did I ever say that?
Thanks, Morgana.
What? Were you just pretending to know?
Is it true that you're getting expelled? Everyone's talking about it.
That asshole's at it again. So you came all this way to tell us that?
You're going to deal with Kamoshida. Let me in on it too.
I can't just sit back and do nothing after what happened to Shiho.
This has nothing to do with you. Don't butt your head into this.
But it does! Shiho's my...
I said don't get in our way!
That was harsh.
Yeah, it was kind of dick Ryuji. Like, it would have been better to say, you know, let us handle it or something like that.
We can't take her somewhere like that.
But he is right. Like, it'd be pretty insane to just, like, yeah, just come into, like, this cognitive world with us.
I hope she doesn't do anything too crazy. Women can be much bolder than men at times.
You're a little bit sets there, Morgana.
We just gotta hurry up and deal with Kamoshida. Let's go already.
The moment we cross over, we'll treat each other like phantom thieves. So I hope you're ready.
Huh? Phantom thieves?
Those who covertly sneak in and stylishly steal treasure. That is what we become.
Not bad.
That sounds kinda cool. So we just gotta say the school, Kamoshida's name, and castle. Then we end up in Bizarro World.
Yep.
How the hell's all this work? Someone make it?
Of course.
That's kinda creepy, but seems useful enough. We'll show that effing Kamoshida.
Let's go.
They really are going to do something. They're doing something on their phone? A name... a school?
Huh?
All right, time to bust on through.
What is this?
Takamaki?
That voice. Sakamoto? And are you...
Oh, Ren? Yeah.
Why are you here?
How should I know? What's going on? Hey, where are we? Isn't this the school?
Morgana.
I see. Perhaps she was dragged in because of that app thing.
Just his reaction on every time.
If multiple people can enter with the person who uses it, it stands to reason it'll pull anyone nearby.
For real?
Wait, so this is related to Kamoshida?
Anyways, you gotta leave.
No!
The shadows are going to find us if you make a scene.
No way! It talked? Oh my god! It's a monster cat!
Monster?
How's it going, Conster? Everything good? Did you bust open your copy yet? Gotcha. Yeah, understandable. Especially with the slowdowns with all the mail and everything. Actually, that reminds me, at some point, I don't want to be too nosy, but at some point I do probably need to check in on like, hey, how much longer on that NES RGB? Because I mailed that out, I think, on the 13th, and I haven't heard anything back. And I think it's usually like 7 to 14 business days. So assuming it arrived like that Wednesday, it's been like 10 business days. So it's not even to that 14 number yet. But probably like maybe on Friday or Monday I should ask like, hey, making sure everything's all right. And then I don't know what delays there are with the mail and everything like that. Yeah. Well, I'm glad they got it to you quickly. You actually tuned in at a good time because you missed a very intense cutscene that you probably want to see in your own playthrough. But my personal hope is that anyone playing this first game, like, I'm not going to be burning through this game at the rate I'm playing it, like a few hours a night. It's a long ass game. So I'm hoping that anyone's playing it for the first time will actually kind of like overtake me at some point, and then we'll be able to watch without getting spoiled. Or anyone who's already seen the original, played the original Persona 5 and wants to see if they should get Royal will be able to watch. But so far, I'm enjoying the minute changes, and I can't wait to see what the big changes are. I'm hoping that music comes through as good on your guys' end as it does mine, because it sounds so damn good. Cool. Yep, absolutely. I'm a little bit disappointed I'm not going to have a physical copy, but like, I don't know, I just didn't want to deal with the hassle of receiving a physical copy of a game right now. Is what it is. Maybe one day I'll consider picking it up. Yo, how you doing, Tricodon? Royale with cheese. And so far the game's good. I don't know if you played the original Persona 5, but not all that much is different, although you can see something different on screen right now. But like, it's little things, like I'm almost positive that portrait for Morgana was not in the original game, and I think every single character so far, save for like, okay. So each character in Persona 5 had a couple portraits, but there was like pretty much normal, angry, and they were all kind of like from their same perspective. So it was like the same portrait, but with like angry eyes or sad eyes or something like that. But the portraits in this game are much more dynamic in their posture changes and everything. So it's neat that they went back to like redraw new character portraits for this. I guess maybe that's something that like hit the cutting room floor for the first one just due to time or something, and they wanted to go back and put it in for Royal. Strongly recommend Persona 3 as well, although I haven't played it, and the only thing is after playing this game, you miss a lot of the things that are really nice, like the quality of life things they added to this game that are not in some of the prior games. Like, if you're trying to figure out what to do with your like free time in this game, like there's a fast travel menu, there's a menu to show up that shows you like who's available if you want to like hang out with someone, and this that is not in the prior Persona games. Like everything is very like figure it out. Like I think at one point in Persona 3 I had a notebook that I was writing down notes in so I could keep track of like everyone, like, okay, on this day I want to do this, on Thursdays I want to do this, you know. So I haven't played Persona 1. My understanding of that 1 is especially a different game, and then 2 is a little more like the later games, but still very different. I think 3 is where the series like really caught fire. I also know that there's a lot of weird stuff in 1, so you might at some point need a guide. Especially I know some of the older SMT games too, like some of the stuff you're supposed to do is like, how are you supposed to figure that out on your own? Like, how? So.
You better explain what's going on. I won't leave until you do.
Looks like we gotta force her. But how are we supposed to do that?
Just take her back to where we came in. That's how it worked last time, right?
Oh yeah! Can you lend me a hand?
I feel bad. Just escort her.
We can't deal with Kamoshida if we don't.
What are you?
We'll explain after everything's over.
Hey! And just where are you touching?
So all the names and like certain fonts in the game do that. I believe it's meant to look like a ransom note. Like, you know, like the fonts are not identical, you know, it looks like their letters are cut out from different sources.
Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean... That's not important.
You guys, seriously? Ah!
We better be careful from now on when we use that app.
You should have checked the tools you used. Why do I, the one who was just watching, know more about it than you two?
Shut up! Jeez. Takamaki found out right when we were starting off. We gotta deal with this fast.
That girl's name is An Takamaki, right?
You got a crush, Morgana? I mean, you do.
Lady An.
Yeah, you do.
The shadows have noticed us. You better brace yourselves. Got it? We're counting on you, Joker.
Joker? That a nickname?
Don't refer to it in such a lame way. It's a code name. What kind of stupid phantom thief would use their real name? I'm not down for that. And there's no telling what kind of effect yelling our real names will have on the palace.
Especially because, well, not Morgana, but for Ren and Ryuji, like, he knows who they are in real life. He doesn't know that they're phantom thieves, but he knows who they are in real life, so saying your name in this castle might have weird effects. Well, on top, the other thing, and who knows, maybe they've addressed it, but why aren't there cognitive versions of Ren and Ryuji in this castle? There's a cognitive version of An Takamaki, but where's Ren? Where's Ryuji? Like, they should be somewhere, especially now.
It's just a precaution.
So, why is he Joker?
Because he's our trump card when it comes to fighting strength.
I mean, it's also because, you know, the full tarot represents him, but sure. Not bad.
It's settled then. Next up is you, Ryuji. You'll be... Thug.
Are you picking a fight with me? Yeah, I'll choose it myself! When it comes to me, it's gotta be this mask. Honestly, I actually kinda like it. What if we named me after this?
Fine. Why not Skull then?
Oh, that sounds awesome! I'm Skull! What do we do about this one's codename?
What do you think?
How about Mona?
Well, if Joker thinks it's easier to call me that, then I'll go with it. Alright, from here on out, we're Joker, Skull, and Mona. We need to be absolutely thorough about using those codenames from now on.
Alright, time to go steal this treasure thing. Let's make a dash for it.
Nope, it's not there yet. So we can go back to reality if you use the metaverse nav here, but we just came in. Come on, let's look for that treasure thing. Yeah. I was just curious what would happen if I did that.
Damn it.
Yeah, don't go in the front. Let's sneak in the same way as last time. Wait, okay. It took a second for that prompt to show up. Infiltration spot. Looks like they don't know about this way in yet. Joker Skull, are you ready? Let's go. Oh yeah, there's like a trillion bogeys in here.
Hey, look! Ain't that...
Those intruders the other day were quite entertaining. However, I can't allow that trash to ransack my castle. Strengthen the security, kill them on sight. I'll reward whoever brings me their heads.
Praise be to King Kamoshida! Death to the intruders!
Hey, Mona, can't we just beat the crap out of him and call it a day?
Look at all those soldiers, idiot! It'd be suicide. And I'm sure you don't want a repeat of last time. Besides, don't you want him to confess his sins? There's no point beating him up. We need to steal his materialized desires. The treasure.
Fine, so where is it?
It has to be somewhere in the depths of this castle. Let's infiltrate further in while he's out here.
Is this open now? Yep. Conveniently.
Damn it.
There's a guard over here too. He said the first word of it, so I thought it was gonna voice the whole thing. What do you want to do? Should we kick its ass? Hold on. This might be a good opportunity to teach you something. Alright, Joker. Are you ready to take it down? Let's go. I believe this is the last tutorial day.
Remember how I taught you hold-ups and all-out attacks? I'll teach you their practical use now.
Yeah, pretty sure after this day, they kind of take the training wheels off, and you can actually go. Although the first, I still do feel like the first palace is like a warm-up palace, but don't you know how I'm started? Oh yeah, I gotta put on the costumes. This will go. I'm gonna resist singing because I cannot sing, but man, the song feels good to sing with.
There's another use for hold-ups, besides simply defeating enemies. Shadows are beings born from people's hearts, so naturally they can talk too. In other words, you can communicate with them.
Yeah.
Get it?
No, it doesn't sound good. And I definitely can't hit that note. No, not gonna happen.
If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items since they don't want to die. In fact, talking has a better chance of scoring something great, as opposed to just offing them. Well then, let's do the first step. Knock all the enemies down and do a hold-up. They're all knocked down! That was Joker!
Seriously, you guys are the intruders that King Kamoshida was talking about? It can't get worse than this. What are you gonna do with me? Give me some money. Huh? So you let me for real? Huh? So you let me live if I just give you money?
Well, something along those lines. Now let it be money or items. Just cough it up.
Ryuji holding a freaking shotgun.
Sorry.
But this happened so suddenly, I don't actually have anything on me. I usually do though, you know.
Oh, wait, what? This isn't how I was planning this to go.
That's a new portrait too. Oh, that's good. That Morgana face is so good.
If that's the case, I guess it's time for you to go to hell. For real?
Wait!
Sorry, but we're in a hurry.
No, wait up! Can't we work something out? Don't kill me, please. Won't you let me go? I'll let you go to hell. Fine. Are you the type who can't say no? I totally know how you feel. I'm the same way. Whoa, I feel different. Something's happening.
What the? What's going on? Cool.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I don't belong just to King Kamoshida. I'm an existence that drifts about in the sea of humanity's souls. My real name is Pixie. So, every monster is like a real name in this, but they're kind of lost to the distortion. So you can kind of see like that weird red glow and the dark stuff is like indicating that she's been distorted somehow.
I am thou art I.
I'm Pixie. From now on, I'll live on inside your heart.
What was that just now? What happened?
Yeah. So, gotta catch them all. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going on.
For real?
What the hell was that about? The enemy got sucked into Joker's mask. I have no idea. I wasn't expecting that either. Intruders, halt! Crap, they noticed us. Why isn't this voice? Seems like it should be voiced. I sense a new possibility within me stemming from the previous battle. Changing personas. Ren's potential allows him to hold multiple personas. As such, you can freely change which persona you have summoned. When you change personas, your stats, attribute, affinities, and available skills will change to match the persona you select. While in the persona menu, press L1 or R1 to change personas. Outside battle, press triangle, then select persona to change. You may normally change personas whenever you'd like, but during battle you can only change personas once per turn. Which is to say that, like, so they streamlined this so much from prior games, because you just... Like in prior games, you had a skill menu and a persona menu, and then you'd have to like go look at your personas. But the persona, at least in Persona 3, the persona menu didn't show you what skills the personas had. It just showed you a list of all your personas. So you'd have to go look at the list, and then if you had questions about, wait, what skills does this persona have again? You'd have to go to a separate menu to look at that persona's stats. To see what skills they have, or what they're strong against, what they're weak against. And then go change personas, and then go to another menu to use the skills. And they've combined literally all of that into this screen right here. So you can just hit L1, R1 to switch between personas. So, okay, like here's the persona that I had before, which is Arsene. And then here's Pitsy. Persona change. And then you can just pick a skill from here, and you can actually, it says only once per turn, but you can actually change again so long as you haven't taken an action. Like, I can go back to Arsene here. It just, once you use the skill, you're stuck on this persona. So, like, you see, Pitsy is weak to gun, ice, and curse. So if you use Pitsy, you have to be okay with the fact that you're weak against those. Like, you're leaving yourself open if there's an enemy present that have skills of that type. Same thing with Arsene, who's weak to ice and bless, but then strong against cursed. Pixie, on the other hand, is strong against thunder and bless. Anyways.
Is that the shadow from earlier? Don't tell me. Did you take in the shadow's appearance and powers as a persona?
Persona! Go down!
So, I don't know what we should do here. I could try and talk to them. I'm not sure I'm high enough level to get their powers yet. I'm gonna do an all-out attack. Should kill him? No, it didn't.
Holy! Does that mean you can wield multiple personas?
Yep. Well, 5. So the one thing is you have to be a high enough level. I think you have to be a higher level than the persona that you're talking to. If you're not strong enough, they won't join you. Also,
Hey, Mona, what was that about? What did Joker do?
if you talk to them and piss them off, they will actually get back up and start fighting again. So then you just wasted your opportunity.
He sealed the enemy's appearance and powers into his mask and made it his new persona. Is such a feat even possible? Even I've never seen anyone pull that off.
Is this good?
Of course it is. Only one heart exists per person, so normally a person can only have one persona. Incredible! That ability will give us a huge advantage in battle. Alright, try to do that even more if the opportunity arises. You better help out too, Skull.
Hell yeah! We'll hold every last one of them up!
During a holdup, you can negotiate with any enemy shadow. A successful negotiation may even earn you a new persona. If your enemy is a persona that you already have, a mask will appear beside its name. If you ask it, lend me your power, it will grant EXP to your own persona, even if it's not currently equipped. Okay, so I think that's different from the first game, because I think that just, if you did that, they were like, oh, I already have you, and then that was kind of the end of it. So that's a way to level up your persona. Interesting. Decide whether to defeat your foes quickly with all-out attacks and earn experience, or negotiate with them to earn a persona or other reward.
I like you even more now. I really do have something special after all.
I did see that. I thought about it. $30, unfortunately, like, I just bought a game, and as good as that bundle is, I'm not dying to buy another game. But it is a hell of a value, and I remember at least a couple of them were good. Like, if you don't have like Hollow Knight, what other games were on there? Humble Bundle. Yeah, 71 items. Hell of a package. What? Like Undertale, Hollow Knight, Wizard of Legend is really good. I've heard good things about Into the Breach and The Witness. I know Super Hot is fun. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that I'm like, probably is not something I would get this just for, but I might try it. Broken Age, I could see myself trying Broken Age. Could see myself trying like Darksiders 2 or Killing Floor 2, Tropico 4, VVVVV, Super Hexagon. And then there's a bunch of audiobooks too, right? I don't know if I would be dying to listen to most of these. But maybe I'd listen to some of them. I really do have something special after all. Nice. So... two things. First off, we gotta give Morgana the team glasses. And then we might as well try... any costume. Trish costume. See, I don't even know what some of these are. Now, the one thing I remember that I forgot to mention earlier, you can change their... you can change these to whatever. But, Gekukon High? That's Persona 3, right? But if you equip a certain costume, I don't know which one. I'll just maybe. Yeah, so this is Persona 3. Yeah, there's it's the only thing is I do already own a lot of the games there that I would really want to play. But if you don't, I mean, it's a hell of a price. So the one thing is if you change the main character's costume, the battle music will actually change to music from that game, which is really cool, although I do like the Persona 5 music a lot, so I wouldn't want to do it like full time.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but something feels off about this hallway. There's nothing else we can do right here right now. Let's try elsewhere.
There's a treasure chest.
Why can't I hide? Hold on. Give me a second. Tutorial. Dungeon. Special actions. Okay. We want to try and get the drop on these guys.
Show me your true
There we go.
form.
The sheep is a Catherine Russians.
All right, the first move is ours.
Bum, 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 bum.
What's the plan? Next up.
Interesting. So he's nuts.
Use wind to hit its weak point.
Interesting. So they're weak to winds. Okay.
Let's go. Not that.
These guys are fire type, right? So to make sure I'm not weak to fire. I think I'm probably just gonna cleave. Don't waste SP.
Persona! Zoro! It's almost scary how good I am.
No one here is weak to fire, right? Morgana weak to fire. Da 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 da. Yeah. Can I then just kill this guy?
Two foes left. Let's do this.
No, it doesn't. That's right. It doesn't work like that.
Give me more. One enemy remaining. Yeah! Victory!
It's so good though.
Okay.
So let me change. Yeah, Vincent's outfit. Orlando's fashion, and then Did I miss it? Did I go past it? Stray sheep too, yeah. So, I mean, Catherine also being a Atlas game.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go!
I don't remember the Catherine music that well. At least whatever song this is.
I'm not done. Who's next?
This one's weak to electricity.
I had to think about who I was targeting for a second.
Persona! Let's go, Captain!
Ground! Nice going, Skull.
Fuck. Let me your power. So that's your move. Then I guess I'll talk first. I'll decide if I'm gonna help you after. I was only passing by and you roughed me up real bad. What's your deal anyhow? Something bad happened in your life or something, Sonny? You always just hit triangle to be like, screw it, all out attack. I got bad luck. Oh, I get it. Beat me up a ways to get off some steam. You're a real hard case, huh? This hurts. The sweat drops is like an okay. So you, from what I remember from the original, there's like 3 different reactions you get, and it's either like, there's one that's positive, the sweat drops is okay, and then if you see like angry red icons, it's like, oh, you pissed them off, and they're probably not going to join you. You okay? Yeah, that's good. Cool. I'm no shut up from this place. I used to be living in that there sea of human soul. From now on, call me Bicorn. No need for honorifics, Sonny. Old man persona.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
Sweet. Got an achievement for that. Alright. It was actually a bit unexpected. Change the outfit again. I don't see. The thing is with the Catherine, I like the costumes. I'm just not sure how I feel about the. So no, Yasugami High is Persona 4, which I haven't played. And then some of these I don't know. I'm pretty sure Yasugami is Persona 4. It might not be. Dancewear? Is it dancewear? I think this is Persona 5 Dancing All Night.
I'll reveal your true form.
All right, the first move is ours.
Yeah.
This one's weak to electricity.
Oh, don't.
There.
Nice throw. Oh, baby. Oh. Please don't knock down Ryuji. That's not good either.
Who's next?
Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad.
Using it.
It all comes down to this.
Cool.
Persona! Let's go, Captain!
On the ground.
Just stay
Nice
there.
going, Skull.
What an item.
Not bad. Not great, but
Muscle
not bad.
drink. Telling you, King Kamoshida's not the kind of guy you want to mess with. Nice.
Yeah!
New skill.
Now I'm even more charming.
Patra is, yeah, cures certain status effects.
Okay.
But kind of one of the gimmicks with personas here is you can only have 8 skills per persona. Cool. I guess we can use medicine to cover the gap here. Yeah. Silver dagger.
Oh.
What a score, Joker. Why not give it a try now? I'm gonna change it up.
All right.
I think, yeah, he'll ask you if you want to equip it automatically if it's better than what you already have. Pretty sure. What else is there here? New cinema outfit? I don't know what several of these are, actually. But I guess that's as good as a reason as any to, like, look at them. Whoa. Oh, this is, Persona Q. Huh. Safe room.
Hey, look!
Oh, it's another hazy-looking door. This is that thing. What was it called? A safe room. We can discuss our strategy inside. There are a lot of places even I don't know about in here.
This is that place from earlier. What's up with this app? Just said the word Sakamoto said, and I ended up...
Princess?
Huh?
Princess!
Aren't there even more shadows here than before? Just getting this far has been a real pain in my ass.
It's all because you guys provoked Kamoshida, you know. Still, he seems to be awfully on guard.
Anyways, how are we supposed to steal that treasure thing?
I have no reference for that because I have no idea how accurate that is, really. Did you play with Japanese subtitles?
Don't be so hasty.
Or Japanese voices?
First, we'll need to secure an infiltration route.
What?
Infiltration route.
A path to the treasure's location. But honestly, I think we'll need a little more manpower in order to accomplish this. At the very least, one more person would be nice.
Hey, you say you don't have your memories and all, but somehow you still know about that kind of stuff? Do you think this thing's really got amnesia?
I believe in Mona.
At least you're a step above that moron.
Gotcha. I see.
Don't call me a moron! You sure talk big, but what if it turns out you're just some stray cat in the end?
That can't be.
Still, why was a princess in such an odd place?
Princess?
I could have sworn we were pursuing the readings of an intruder.
It doesn't matter now. We must take her back to King Kamoshida.
Who's this princess they're talking about?
Come on.
I should probably look into this.
You gotta know who it is.
And yet another question goes unanswered. Stuff like the castle and that navigation app are mysterious, but Morgana's got them both beat.
You mean Mona, right?
Oh, crap, sorry. What was I again? Oh, yeah, Skull.
This is bad.
That was fast.
Your friend, Lady An. She's been taken by shadows!
That Morgana face.
Wait, what? We sent her home earlier.
If Lady An does indeed have the app, it could be possible.
Oh no. Don't tell me it got put on hers just like mine. Damn it! We let her out for her own safety and she just came back in by herself. Damn it.
It's a little bit jarring to go back to these models. Damn it, we ain't gonna get time to be taking a break. We need to hurry and rescue her. I think I will turn back the, we'll try these again later. I don't want to do the next cutscene with those costumes on. Let's save real quick though. It's like playing GoldenEye in DK64 mode.
Okay, let's go.
She just passed that dining room looking place. Let's go.
Is this some kind of filming? Who's in charge here?
Bump, bump. Ah, stuck on the geometry there.
This way.
Jesus, this. So these headphones are kind of old. They still work great, but the foam padding around them is starting to flake, and I felt like a chunk of it fall off. Sorry. Super professional streamer hitting his shock mount. It's totally replaceable. Yep. I don't know if you can see the logo, but yeah, they're really good. Like, they're great headphones, and they got like a replaceable cable. Everything that wears out is replaceable. So like these foam paddings, replaceable. This cable comes off, replaceable. So like I can have these for a long time. There was a problem with my previous headphones. They were decent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's M50X. I'd have to look at the headphones again, but yeah. Knocked one over.
Look, I'll apologize for touching the armor without permission.
She totally doesn't get what's going on.
Let's hurry. We have to save her. Now then.
You ready? I'm good to go.
Yes.
What's all this about? Seriously, I'm gonna call the cops.
So, this is the intruder.
Kamoshida? Who's that?
The only thing I would like... Nice. I know Sennheiser is another really good brand. I had a Sennheiser... I think my previous headphones were Sennheiser. The only thing is they didn't have a replaceable cable. This was a long time ago. So when that started to go, I was like, well, I gotta get new headphones. But they were really, really nice. The only thing that I need to figure out with my audio setup is right now I'm hearing the game by monitoring my capture card. And I'd like to be able to play games at some point without turning my computer on and opening OBS. Like, I could do that. I guess I'd have to, like, turn up the volume on my speaker, on my monitor, and just listen to that. But, it'd be nice to run an audio out. I think if I run an audio out from the microphone jack on the monitor into the microphone port on the motherboard, that should, I think, work and give me video, or give me audio that I can listen to.
More importantly, what is this place? Why is the school turned into something like this?
But then I still have to have the computer on, actually. That wouldn't really make much of a difference, would it? Yeah, I guess not. Oh well.
I can't believe you mistook my aunt for someone like her.
What is she strapped to? I will never understand this. What is this thing?
Are you afraid?
What is that outfit? Have you lost your mind?
Yeah. So I thought about a Mitzer, but then I started looking into it, and I was like, this is more money than I want to spend right now. I'm not even gonna tempt myself, because I know as soon as I start looking into it and I figure out what I want, I'm gonna want to buy it. So I'm like, let's not. But at some point, yeah, an audio Mitzer might be in the future. I have a sound card that's actually not installed on my PC. I screwed up when I installed this motherboard, and I noticed when I was trying to install my capture card, the motherboard is just slightly at an angle. It's not sitting nice and flat inside the tower. So, but then I'm like, I'd have to take off my heatsink, and I'll do all sorts of crap to fix it. So I haven't installed it for now. But maybe someday I'll like throw the sound card in there, get a Mitzer, and I forgot something. I honestly don't know what I forgot, but I forgot something. Because that motherboard is not sitting flat inside the thing nicely. And it made it a pain in the ass to install. It actually made it a pain in the ass to install the capture card. I can get it in there, but it doesn't line up nicely with the screw hole. So I had to kind of like jerry-rigged something in there to get it to sit nicely. It is something I should definitely fix at some point. Though, I was thinking maybe even this year I could upgrade my computer. With everything going on, it sounds like next year is more likely.
I do as I please here. After all, this is my castle. The world of my desires.
Although what really needs upgrading is the graphics card, not the processor or motherboard, so... Should have gone with the Asus, dude. Should have gone with the Asus motherboards. I used to swear by them, and I tried a different brand, and I don't know.
What the? Wait, is this some red light district?
Yes, that's obviously what's happening here.
What a lively slave.
This isn't funny! Enough of the bullshit, Kamoshida!
The girls decided to tell me off. What do you think of that?
Talking back is like totally unforgivable.
The voice acting and the portrait is just like, wow.
In that case, she should be executed. Now then, how should I play with you? Shall I tear you into little pieces?
Are you kidding me?
This is effed up. Is that what he thinks of the girls on the volleyball team?
Hey, that's...
Takamaki!
The portrait behind her, by the way. The incredible painting of shirtless Kamoshida.
Just when I was about to start enjoying myself.
What's the deal with this guy?
You little...
How many times are you gonna come back? I bet you just like those thieves. You came because you're pissed at me, huh? But, I forget that chick's name. But it's your fault she jumped, you know.
Oh my god. Like, I've played this game before, and hearing those lines, like, hurts still. It's like, holy shit, what a dick. Fuck.
Huh?
You were so reluctant to throw yourself onto me that I had her take your place.
You bastard!
No!
Take one more step and I'll kill her on the spot.
Damn it!
Just sit back and enjoy the dismantlement show.
I mean, what are you threatening me with? Like, you're saying that if I do something, you're gonna kill her, but then you're gonna make me watch you kill her? I mean, I know he's not rational or anything, but what the fuck is your end goal?
No, don't!
Maybe I'll start with the clothes.
You're such a perv!
Hey, what are we gonna do? Takamaki!
Is this my punishment for what happened to Shio?
That's more like it. You should have looked like this from the start.
Shio, I'm so sorry.
Don't give in.
Huh? You're right. Letting this piece of shit toy with me? What was I thinking?
It's like I always say, slaves should just behave and...
Shut up! I've had enough of this.
You pissed me off, you son of a bitch!
My, it's taken far too long. Tell me, who is going to avenge her if you don't? Forgiving him was never the option. Such is the scream of the other you that dwells within. I am thou, thou art I. we can finally forge a contract.
I hear you, Carmen. You're right. No more holding back.
There you go. Nothing can be solved by restraining yourself. Understand? Then I'll gladly lend you my strength.
Such a good cutscene. Even if it is, you can see it coming. Such a good persona, too.
You know what? I'm not some cheap girl you can toy with, you scumbag.
Bitch!
You stole everything from Shiho. You destroyed her. Now it's your turn. I will rob you of everything!
How dare you! Enough of your insolence!
No, I've had enough of you.
Also, this
No one's gonna stop me now.
the design of this boss. What? Welcome to Persona. This is your boss.
How dare you deny King Kamoshida's love, you selfish lass! Pay for this insolence with your life!
I know writers who use subtext and they're all cowards. That is the quote of the day.
That dirtbag just sees women as sexual outlets. Don't make me laugh with that love bullshit. Come on, Carmen. Let's give him hell. Get ready. Dance, Carmen. You did it. They've fallen flat.
So I believe talking to these guys just tells them to fuck. They tell you to fuck off. There's nothing I can say that'll get through to some snot-nosed
Words aren't
brat.
getting through.
Yeah. So it's basically all out attack and nothing.
Okay, guys.
It's time. That's not right.
What do I know about this guy?
One.
He's weak to fire. I don't remember what he does per se. Is this physical? So that's not gonna work. Resist wind. Resist thunder.
Oh no! Skull's been knocked flat!
Ooh. Yeah. So
Persona! Carmen! You did it! They've fallen flat!
this might be a kind of situation where you actually want to just
Watch your health!
I go next. Make sure he doesn't get knocked down.
Come! Pixie!
Morgana's fine.
All right.
Heal her. You heal him. He should hopefully get up next turn. And you literally just need to guard. Because you're a liability, dude. Okay, cool. And now we can do this. Alright, cool. Good recovery.
Who's next?
Um,
Not this.
I can probably, probably switch to you. And use Curse. Who's next? Ryuji. Make sure we don't game over. This is like the first fight that you can actually lose, I think. You can like, well no, it's probably like the second fight that you have an actual like reasonable chance of losing. Cool. Alright.
To think there would be a woman who could stand up to King Kamoshida.
I'll outside of school, that guy's nothing but a pathetic loser.
Oh, I should have showed off her persona. I'll have another chance to. Her persona is so good.
Hell yeah! A new move!
Having a physical skill is actually like really useful.
Wait!
Why'd you come here, man? And more importantly, how?
Hey, is that how you speak to a woman? Are you all right, Lady On?
Lady On?
Wait, what is this thing? Is it alive? How can it talk? And where in the world are we?
Just calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry.
How am I supposed to calm down?
Gets up like with his head.
Huh? Why am I dressed like this? When did I...
Yeah, I believe he is a recurring SMT boss. There's a couple bosses with like particularly bizarre designs that are recurring SMT or Persona. Well, I guess this is a spin-off of SMT, so recurring SMT characters or enemies.
What's with this?
You look great.
Huh? What are you talking about? What the hell are you thinking?
Well, I'm stumped. A search party will be coming for us soon. There's no time to explain. We don't have a choice. Let's retreat for now.
We were just getting fired up and you had to go and get in the way.
Why are you so pissed, Skull?
Here, give me your arm. You take the other side.
Yeah, this game is there's a lot of symbolism, and
Thanks.
I don't know if you ever heard the saying. It's an old Roger Ebert quote. If you have to ask what it symbolizes, it doesn't. This game makes it very, very clear what it's trying to symbolize. Like when you go into the cognitive world of the pervert rapist asshole, and there's monsters that look a lot like penises. That's why. So it's not afraid to kind of beat you over the head with it. But I kind of like that. It's very bold and bizarre in that way.
Looks like we made it back. Hey, are you okay?
Well, pretty much. Wait, I lied. I'm still confused about all of this.
You may be safe now, but a lot sure did happen back there. At any rate, we stand out too much here. Let's relocate to a safer spot.
Which one you want?
Whichever's not carbonated.
They're both actually.
Good job, Ryuji.
Then...
Here you go.
What about me?
Huh? But you're a cat.
Have you calmed down, Lady On?
Morgana, right? I really am talking to a cat. This feels so strange.
Why are you talking to a cat in public of all things? Like, I guess from a distance it looks like she's talking to Ren and not the cat, but...
Oh, sorry. You're not a cat, right?
It's only natural that you're confused. Demanding that you understand all of this right after what you went through is asking too much.
So, compare the way he treats An after she, like, just figured out all this stuff and still doesn't understand it, to the way he treats Ryuji by calling him a blondie and constantly telling him that Ren is smarter than him. Like, come on. Thirsty are you?
Honestly, I still can't believe what happened. And that power. My persona.
It's the will of your rebellion, Lady On. With it, you'll be able to fight in that other world.
So if what you told me is true, we can make Kamoshida have a change of heart, right? Is it really possible? Can we actually force him to confess his crimes?
The volleyball team's keeping quiet about this while teachers and parents turn a blind eye. If guys like us try and complain, they're just gonna shoot us down. Going all in on this plan is the only choice we got.
Then let me help too. I want to make him pay for what happened to Shiho. He just keeps going like nothing happened, even after what he did to her. I'll never forgive him.
Wait, did you just say, let me help? You mean you want us to take you along?
Like, really, Ryuji?
Don't act like I'm going to drag you down. Weren't you watching? I can fight too.
Hey, what should we do?
It'll be great.
I agree as well. We are lacking in manpower after all. Don't worry. I'll protect her.
Even if you said no, I'd just go in alone.
Ah, right, she can go by herself. I guess it'd be more dangerous turning her down. Ah, fine.
Then it's decided. Well, I hope we get along. I'm going to make Kamoshida atone for what he did. Not just for Shiho's sake, but for everything he's done. I won't let any more people suffer because of him. I'll do whatever it takes.
Strong fighting resolve from An.
A group like yours must have relied on subtlety and misdirection. Otherwise, you'd never survive. Some of you might even have been hiding behind a public face their entire lives. If you're listening, then answer me.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the lover's persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
There you go.
All right.
Using personas of the Lover's Arcana will now grant you EXP due to Arcana Burst. Again, another like just gibberish sentence.
Just let me know when you're heading back in. Oh, wait. We don't have each other's info.
They make it sound so much more complicated than it really is. But like the first time you see all those tutorials and messages and stuff, it's like, what? What are they talking about?
Hey, give me your number and chat ID. And, I'll be counting on you then. Same goes for you, Morgana.
The pleasure is all mine, Lady Ann. What a kind girl. Such admirable consideration for others. And the innocence to cast herself into the jaws of death to achieve her goal. She cares about her friends, and she's beautiful to boot. What a girl. She's captured my heart.
Dude. You know, it'd be better if this group could get together quick from now on.
True. Our best option would be to make a secret hideout where we could discuss these things.
A hideout, huh? I like the sound of that.
The school rooftop would work. It seems like nobody goes up there. For the time being, that will make the perfect hideout. I can't contact you from inside a palace, so I'll stay in this world. That being said, I'll need someone to take care of me. I'm personally nominating you. You should feel honored.
This is all you. There's no way I can at my place.
The train will be arriving
Well,
soon.
we now have our hideout, so let's meet there tomorrow.
Okay, Let's go look at my new residence for this world.
You're gonna be disappointed. Also, you know, obviously this is very anime. So, yep. Rooftop is our secret base.
Stay upstairs while we're open for business.
Yes?
Hey, lay off the customers. Sorry if he was rude, Doctor.
I don't mind.
Punk rock woman.
Come on, you're getting in the way. Go on upstairs.
Wait till later. The cafe's open right now, you know.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Come back again. That's it for today. Oh, that customer just now? She's the head doctor over at that clinic down the street. Rumor has it she gives pretty crappy examinations and sells some weird homemade medicines on top of that. At least, that's what I've heard. I haven't been there myself. They should really just leave her alone. It's not like she's getting in the way of their lives.
Hey, are we there yet?
Well, I gotta get home and start making dinner.
What the? What is this place? Is this some kind of abandoned house?
Hey, are you... I was wondering why I heard meowing. What did you bring it here for?
It was abandoned.
It's a shame. Look, this place is a restaurant. Animals are a no-go. Though, I guess you might stay on good behavior if you've got a pet to take care of. Fine. But keep it quiet when we're open for business. And don't let it roam downstairs, or I'll toss it out. Oh, and I'm not going to take care of it. That's all on you.
Was that the ruler of this place? He seemed pretty understanding for someone who keeps you cramped up in this dump. Then again, I suppose to normal people I just sound like a meowing cat.
I don't know. Be interesting to look up his VA, see what else he's done. Look that up real quick, actually. Ojiro VA. Ojiro Sakura voice. Jameson Price. Here. At least the English VA. All roles. Persona 5, Tokyo Godfathers, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, Metal Knight. Death Stranding is at NPC, it looks like. Legend of Heroes. Catherine Fullbody, he's Nurgle, who I don't actually really remember. Actually, I think he's like barely in the game. Pokemon Masters, he's Wolfric. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, he's Nemesis. That one maybe is more familiar. I'm trying to look at other like ones that I would recognize at least. Dead or Alive 6, he's Raidu. Dude is very prolific. Like, I'm not even back a year yet. BlazBlue, he's Iron Tiger. Is it BlazBlue or BlazeBlue? I never know how to say that. Monster Hunter World, he's Commander. Dot Hack Last Recode, he's Oven. I never played that, but I know Dot Hack is fairly popular. Middle-earth Shadow of War, he voiced some of the Nemesis orcs. I guess none in particular, but... Another Fire Emblem game, plays Rudolph. Actually, in Dragon Ball Super, he is Mr. Satan. Is he always Mr. Satan? Has he always been Mr. Satan? Mr. Satan. Let's search for Satan. No, looks like only in Dragon Ball Super. Then again, I suppose to normal people, I just sound like a meowing cat.
Seriously, I had to keep calling out in that cute little voice.
You are a cat person, Sojiro.
Make sure you wash that dish. By the way, have you decided on a name? Morgana? Huh. I was hoping I'd get to name it.
You seem so heartbroken.
Looks like the chief likes me better than you.
Yeah, that's true. Fucked up.
And to be honest, this place is heaven compared to Kamoshida's cells.
Oh, that sucks.
Remember how you guys asked me before about what I am? To be honest, I don't remember anything about my birth. I think the metaverse's distortions made me lose both my memories and my true form.
Is that form human?
It has to be. I mean, why else would a cat be able to talk like this? There's no other possible explanation. There's no doubt that the distortions were what caused me to lose my real self. I'm sure that once they're purged, I'll finally be able to get that self back. And I have a pretty good idea on how to do it too. That's why I was in the castle in the first place. Come to think of it, I didn't get hungry over in that world.
You ate the whole
Let me make myself clear. Your taking care of me won't be for nothing. It'll be give and take. Due to my knowledgeable and dexterous nature, I have a lot of intel on infiltration tools.
That sucks. Might have to reformat it. That absolutely sucks. What are those?
Whoa. I can't tell you more unless we settle on a deal. In exchange for you keeping me here, I'll teach you about these tools. How does that sound?
Let's do this.
I like that answer. Then it's a deal.
Morgana seems rather happy. This is such an interesting line of questioning.
Skillful infiltrations and escapes to all manner of places. There's even the possibility that you used special tools and had someone who manufactured them.
Ooh, that's bad. Have you tried it in a PC rather than the Switch? Gotcha. More the SD card itself, yeah. That sucks.
Answer me.
Like, what do you want me to tell you, Say? Yeah, my cat helped me make lockpicks. Holy shit.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the magician persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
The Magician allows you to craft basic infiltration tools.
Alright.
And then fusing personas of the Magician Arcana will now grant you EXP due to Iconic Burst. You have learned how to make infiltration tools from Morgana.
I'll lecture you about the infiltration tools over time. By the way, the power you used in the palace was seriously amazing. The stronger that power gets, the more reliable it'll be as a trump card. Alright, I'm gonna stick with you wherever you go from today on. Personas are the strength born from one's heart. Depending on what kind of life experience you gain, I bet it'll affect that power as well. And if you become acquainted with capable people, you might learn various useful skills too. This is all part of our deal. Got it? I expect great things from you. Don't let me down, okay?
Yeah. I mean, it happens. Also, I'll accompany you when you go out. Don't worry, it's free of charge. Getting around in cat form sounds pretty inconvenient, though. Well, it is what it is. I'll just have to deal with being carried in that bag of yours. Thanks for everything today. You saved me, and I didn't even thank you properly. You should thank Ryuji. I did a moment ago. Anyway, I wanted to let you know at least. See you tomorrow.
You guys send messages to each other with that thing, right? I want in too. So, I'm gonna have to ask you to type for me.
He says this, but I don't remember him ever actually doing it. At any rate, is this really a place for someone to live? I'm all for teaching how to make infiltration tools, but you really need to clean your room first.
Wow!
What a huge cardboard box. Oh, that's your stuff in there. We could better utilize this place. Look at all this junk, though. I bet you find a TV in here if you clean up a little. This is definitely a storage area. Oh, jeez, it's not easy to relax in this room. It's so untidy. Butts are even sticking out of the shelves.
Oh!
That desk looks like it could be pretty useful, but you can just clean it later. For now, let's call it a day and get some sleep. Oh, God, here it begins. This is really your room, huh? I don't even know where to start. Can we walk around downstairs? You must. Thanks, Morgana. You must be tired from the metaverse. Let's just go to sleep. So if you've seen any memes or comments with Morgana like demanding that people go to sleep, this is why. Is because he ends up kind of being the character on nights where there's story-related events that take up your evening and stuff like that. He kind of is the one that's like, okay, let's go to sleep now. No, you don't get to go out. We're going to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. So it kind of became a meme of like, no, let me go out, Morgana.
Whoa.
I want to go out with my friends. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Keep it together, alright? Sleep. I feel a strange weight pressing down on my body. Is this the stress of Kamoshida's threat weighing on me? No, it's your cat, bro. My cats have never... When I had cats, they never slept on me like that. They would sleep in the bed with me, but never on me. It may be crowded, but it looks like you can still grab a seat if you're lucky. While we're riding the train, we've got some downtime. I wonder if we could put it to good use. Yes, we can. But we have to do something first. What's wrong? You don't look so good. I haven't been feeling well lately. My head's all foggy and I have no energy. I've tried every drug at the pharmacy, but nothing works. Do I have some new virus?
That's not good.
Well, that's not good. Is this the onset of a psychotic breakdown? What should I do? Am I gonna die? Calm down, calm down. Let's go to the clinic. Come on. I'm sure that doctor can prescribe something that'll fit you right up.
I see.
Doctors have the best medicine, huh? Hey, wasn't that one customer back at LeBlanc a doctor? She was wearing punk clothes.
No!
That's not what's important here, though she did have an interesting fashion sense. It might be nice to have some strong medicine to use in the palace.
Morning!
Yo, morning, Ren. What are you doing here? Let's head to school together. I mean, it's right there, but whatever. Hey, we're meeting up at this hideout after school, right? Don't text now, we're in class. Whoa, you mean you're actually listening to all this crap? Yeah, but none of it is really sticking today. I know, right? Anyways, hideout after school? Where exactly is this hideout? The school roof. Wait, we can still go up there? Yeah, I'll let you in. Well, I'll be waiting. Just come up once school's over. Gotcha. I'm gonna find you if you're late.
Hey, are you listening?
You, pay attention. Is that how you listen when someone's talking to you? I feel a murderous intent. Oh, that looked like it hurt. He hit him right in the forehead.
Pay attention.
That's what you get for daydreaming. Kids these days have no respect for their elders. Okay, Boomer. Good grief. Looks like you need more proficiency to completely dodge that. So they're actually, just a tidbit. Like I said, if you start a New Game Plus, at least in the original game, you get to keep your stats. And if you have like maxed stats at the start of a New Game Plus, you can actually dodge that piece of chalk. And it's just for fun. Like there's no real point to it.
Looks like we're all here. Okay, let's get going.
Really? Interesting. Yeah, take it on back. Get a new one. I actually have a ton of standard SD cards when I was trying to get my my EverDrive to work with the Mega Man 4 practice ROM, and I never could. Or at least not reliably.
Hold on, it's still too early for us to head to the palace.
Fortunately, the Famicom N8 Pro works absolutely fine. I haven't upgraded my firmware on that since I got it. I should probably do that at some point. It's not a big deal. Like, I can't even play it right now, so there's no real point. And I guess I'd like to test it first with, like, a standard card before I start worrying about, like, what firmware of EverDrive I'm using. It's still too early for us to head to the palace.
But why? Don't we just gotta steal that treasure thing?
Don't underestimate the dangers of that place. We need to prepare.
Ain't that persona shit we got enough to deal with it?
Yeah, just walk on in and blow them up.
That's exactly what I mean when I say don't underestimate it. You'll die if you mess up in there. So again, we need to prepare before we head in.
But how exactly are we supposed to do that?
I'm glad you asked, Lady Ann. First, we'll need to find better equipment for all of you.
You talking about weapons? Oh, I know a kick-ass place.
In that case, you can handle that side of things.
Thanks, Ryuji.
The only other thing would be stocking up on medicine. Fatigue is unavoidable in a palace.
And where can we get medicine?
Don't worry, I know just the place. I hope you look forward to it, Lady Ann. Now then, he and I have some business in Yongen, so let's head off for today.
What business?
Just come with me. I won't be able to get close enough by myself.
Nice.
Can I talk?
Can I talk? Hey, listen. Hey, remember that customer you met at LeBlanc yesterday? The doctor who prescribes medication after a quick examination, she was sitting at the booth. Yeah, I remember.
Actually...
I just realized something. She's the kind of doctor who gets sketchy rumors like that. Maybe she'll help us out. She's somewhere in the neighborhood, right? Take me to her. Oh, this is the first time in a long time I'm getting to explore. This is like... So we're coming to the end of like the tutorial intro phase where they're close to cutting you loose. And honestly, I can't wait because it is... Like, this is my third time playing through the quote-unquote tutorial, and it's a long tutorial. Like, it's been 3 streams now of tutorial, so... Your voice is so quiet, Sonny. You're mumbling. Are all the kids like that these days? I can hear you, but just keep that in mind. So, what was that about kindergarten? Nice. Yep. Doesn't want to go to the station. Can I go to the vending machine? He's not at the store yet. What are you doing? Hurry up and take us to the clinic. Are you getting distracted by a washing machine? Hurry up and take us to the clinic. What I really am here for is this vending machine. Can I use you?
Hey!
No! Morgana, you don't understand the importance of a cold beverage right now. Speaking of a cold beverage, I kind of want to get one. It's 1 o'clock already. Is it too late for a beer? I don't know. You know, next time I get to like a break point, I probably will go get like a beverage. I figure like this is the time. Yeah, tutorial stream part 45. I mean, I could have pushed through it faster, but then I would have felt like I'm just rushing to get through it and not actually enjoying the game. So, ultimately, I'm gonna play it my way. Ooh, I didn't know there's a bathhouse here. But first, we should really find that clinic. In fact, I bet you it took longer than my first time because I didn't know what I was doing or where I was going. Although, I am just trying random things here to see if I can do stuff that I didn't anticipate, so who knows.
Hey!
Wow, looks like they have lots of things. First, though, we need to find that clinic. I want to use the vending machine, Morgana. You don't understand how important coffee is in this game.
Hey, hey!
I don't see anyone who seems like a doctor in this place. That's right. Actually, I wonder, like, there have been so many scandals lately. They need to get something together. Broken vending machine. This is Sojiro's house, right?
Oh!
Wow, so this is the chief's house. This isn't the place we're looking for, though. No, this isn't the place we want. Orthopedic clinics don't have the kind of medicine we need, right? Yeah. It's neat that they put that in there, like, in case you try to go to the wrong clinic. Sick man? Dude. Cover your cough. Oh, Takemi Medical Clinic? It's right in front of you. I'm tempted to go myself, but those rumors. I wish I had the guts to go in like you. Alright.
This is the clinic that the chief mentioned. Now, how can we get them to give us some medicine?
Like, everything about going to a doctor's office in a game is suddenly extremely dark. Like, it's just an awkward time to release a game where anyone is sick, or there's a doctor's office visit involved, or anything like that. We'll make something up.
Well, I guess that's the only choice we have. We'll just have to go for it. Alright, let's step inside.
Oh, look at the stuff she has here. Like, that cat has way too many syringes, and one of them is in its eye. You see that cat? Do you see that cat? The blue poster. And then the dude with the pink and purple background isn't that comforting looking either. Like, what's his deal?
Well,
is this your first visit? Do you always wear a choker? I mean, I know the answer to that. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. At LeBlanc. Well, whatever. So what are you doing here for today? I have a chronic disease. I've been having nightmares. My body feels lethargic. Fine.
Please head to the exam
Please
room.
Please head to the exam room.
In a case like yours, it's usually just due to stress.
Once again, like, that poster is a bit unsettling. It's not really making me want to, go in and get my shots. I will anyways, because, I'm not that kind of guy, but it's not comforting. Also, she just has IV bags, like, chilling in her exam room. Who are you giving IVs to this frequently that you just need to have this shit out and ready to go in a clinic? Like, in a minute clinic.
I'm gonna prescribe you some pain relievers, okay? Actually, I still need to restock those.
Fucked up.
So let's go with sleeping pills instead. Sleep is the best medicine anyway.
I mean, I know Japanese culture about that is a little bit different. From reading the stuff about Sakurai, I have no clue how to pronounce Japanese words, so be easy on me. But the Smash Bros developer actually went into the office some days with an IV in his arm. They gave him an IV to take home with him, and he took it into the office with him so he could continue. He wanted to go to work, but he couldn't stop the IV, so he just went into the office with his IV. It's absolute madman. So maybe it's a little bit different over there, but it's funny, but it's also not. It's like, holy shit, dude, you need to you need to take better care of yourself, or you will end up dead because you want to. Smash is a great game, but it ain't worth it. Yeah, Japanese work culture. Japan seems like a great place to visit and a horrible place to live. Yeah, I mean, and then in China, what do they call it? 669? 6 days a week from 6 in the morning to 9 in the evening. Like, that's your work schedule. That's more than 12 hours a day. That's, what, 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. At a certain point, it's not dedication. And also, like, a lot of studies have shown that it's actually counterproductive. Like, once you put in, I think, like, personally, I can do more than 40. But once you put in a certain amount of hours in a week, like, burnout sets in, and then you're not going to be as productive as you usually are. It's important to, like, work-life balance isn't just for fun. It's not just, you know, nice. It's also, like, a good idea to keep people around. So I read an interesting article about Japanese salary workers pretending to be asleep. Like, apparently it's the opposite of what we would usually think of, where, like, if you're caught asleep in America, it's like, oh, you're in deep shit, like the boss caught you sleeping on the job. In Japan, there is a certain, like, oh my god, he worked so hard that he passed out at his desk. What a great guy. So they've had issues before with people pretending to be asleep at their desk so they can get caught by their boss and go, wow, what a great guy. But they're actually not asleep. I don't know. Yeah, and I've heard of people sleeping at their desks. You know, if you got a long night and you got to be there the next morning, it takes too long to go home, so you might as well just sleep at your desk and then, like, start again in the morning and just, like, roll from one day into the next. Anyways, yeah, I agree with Tricodin 100%. Fuck Japanese work culture, and it's not just Japan. It's a lot of Asian countries do that, and it sucks, dude. It's no way to live.
Which type of pill do you want? A sweet-tasting one or a bitter one?
Yep, absolutely. I know of people who have done that. Or, like, they're working, like, 10 to 12 hours a day, even in America, working 10 to 12 hours some days. But, like, how much of that were you really working, and how much of that were you shooting the shit? 4 on 3 off is nice. Like, if you can, the only issue is, does your job have the kind of schedule where you can allow that? But if people can do 4 on 3 off, that's great. In my opinion, I'd rather work 4 10s and then go home for 3 and not have to worry. And that way I can, like I've been recently, stay up and stream late and not have to worry too much about being up at dark o'clock in the morning. So with this decision, like, I feel like whichever is too soft. Like, I don't want sleeping pills. But I want painkiller sounds too direct. So all you have is probably good middle of the road.
You're the patient here, you know. Do you think you should be telling me how to do my job?
I mean, I pissed her off, but
It's just like I thought. You're not sick at all, are you? I'm not as dumb as I look, you know. I'm guessing you're here because you heard the rumors about me,
Are the rumors true?
Who's to say? But as a result, all I get are patients with ulterior motives now. I guess high school kids have it tough nowadays too, huh? Well, fine. I'll prescribe you some medication. But only medication that will help you recover your health. I guess it's fine. You seem pretty earnest, and you don't look like you'll be any trouble.
If only you
This is
knew.
my private practice. All the medicine I dispense is original. I have a license to make my own formulas. You've likely seen them being sold at various hospitals. It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. So, if that's okay with you, stop by anytime.
Nothing personal, but is your shit like peer reviewed? Because I hope it's like. Have you? Was there a clinical trial here? That'll really help.
Great. It's nice that you're so quick on the uptake. Saves me the hassle. You're a pretty weird kid, you know? I wonder what you're going to use the medicine for.
Crush it up and snort it.
As long as you don't cause me any trouble, it's not my problem.
I've had so many problems with getting medication in America, even with like what I would consider to be pretty good insurance. It's just ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous the hoops I've had to jump through. I have anxiety when flying. It's gotten better, but yeah, very questionable homemade drugs or some kind of holistic BS. So I have anxiety while flying. It's a mixture of different things, and I actually didn't realize that much about it until more recently. But it's a little bit of heights. I don't like heights, and it's also the lack of control. I didn't realize that was actually claustrophobia, because I was like, oh, I'm not scared of enclosed spaces, you know, but claustrophobia is more about the lack of control. Like, I'm stuck in this place, you know, I can't get out. And a plane is exactly like this. And then so you're doing something that you know is scary or going to be scary to you, and you also can't get off. Like, once that plane's in the air, you can't be like, get me off. Like, you can't just have them turn it around, you know, or have them drop you off. Like, if you were in a car with a taxi driver and you wanted out, you could just be like, hey, just drop me off, you know. 99.9% of the time that's gonna work. So it is so much to get those drugs, because they are, you know, abusable. And like, just the hoops I've had to go through, and then like taking the prescription from place to place to place. And it's not like I'm not like getting meth. But to get like the anti-anxiety medicine, going from place to place to place, and then like, and I understand these regulations are in place for a reason, but it's still very frustrating as a customer to go to a place and be like, hey, I have this prescription. I've at this point demanded, like they used to do, just forward the prescription to my favorite. And for that one, I'm like, no, I need a paper prescription. I need the document. Because what'll happen is I'll forward it to my pharmacy, and they'll be like, oh, we don't have it, or we don't have enough to fill this. And it's like, and it takes a long time to process too, because they want to call the doctor and make sure, like, okay, did you actually prescribe this, etc., and wait for a response. And then once they do that, they'll go and check and be like, oh, well, sorry, we don't have enough to fill it. And then if you can ask them to forward it electronically, but usually they're only willing to do it within their own network. So if you go to CVS, they'll only forward it electronically to other CVS's in my experience. And then there's no guarantee. I'll be like, well, you know, there's a CVS 15 minutes down the road. We'll forward it to them. Oh, do they have it? Oh, we don't know. What do you mean you don't know? And then sometimes it seems to get lost in translation anyways. Well, they'll say they'll forward it, but like it never reaches where they said it was going to go. I go over there and they're like, what are you talking about? It's just very frustrating. But then I get to take the document from pharmacy to pharmacy and go, here you go. Do you have this? We can't tell you. Okay, here it is. Wait around for however long. Oh, sorry, we didn't have that. You couldn't have told me this an hour ago. Who has it? We're not allowed to tell you. God damn it. I wasted like an entire day trying to get that prescription filled before. And it is refillable. Like, he always gives me a refill, but it takes me so long to go through it because I don't fly all that often. So it takes me so long to go through it that like the refill is expired. So I have to go get another prescription every time, which I actually just took I took my last, I usually do half a pill now. It's just a frustrating experience, man. And that's not to say anything, like, I've had problems before where a doctor will, like, prescribe me like a name brand drug, and my insurance, I'm on different insurance now, but they like pushed back against it, and it's not like a particularly dangerous drug or anything, but they pushed back against it. And then so he did the generic brand. So then he was like, well, maybe, like, they couldn't figure out why my insurance wouldn't cooperate with this prescription. So then they put in the name brand, and then they were like, no, rejected. And it's like, well, I gotta give him this medication, so what kind of medication do you want me to give him? Like, this is, oh yeah, you're Canadian, Tricadin. You don't have to deal with this shit, right? So these drugs are prone to abuse, but some of it is the insurance companies being difficult. Like, so I take, or I'm supposed to be taking, honestly, medicine for ADD, but it's such a pain in the ass to get it fucking filled that I actually just don't take it anymore. It's not that severe where I can't live without it. It just, I do notice myself getting distracted easier when I'm not taking it. Or it's like I'll get laser focused on something, and then I'll kind of get blinders on. It's like tunnel vision on one thing. And sometimes it's not the thing that I should be focusing on. But some of it, like the thing with the generic drug, that's like totally my insurance company and just the U.S. system being shit. It's shit. It is what it is. It's just absolute shit. And I'm lucky enough to have what's considered good insurance in the States. Like, a lot of stuff is covered, and it's still shit. Now, the thing with the anti-anxiety medication is, like, federal regulations. For safety reasons, they don't want to tell people certain medications what they have in stock, or if they have it in stock, to prevent, people trying to steal it and shit like that. Or people bringing, like, false prescriptions into stores. It's a little riskier to bring in a false prescription, like a forged prescription, to a store if you don't know if they even have the medication you're asking for or in the amount that you're asking for. It's a little more risky to do that, so it makes it harder for people who forge prescriptions and stuff like that, and it also prevents people who would steal stuff from pharmacies. And the anti-anxiety stuff, from what I understand, like, it can be abused. If you, like, took it all at once, you would get some sort of high out of it. But, like, I need it. I'm not, and they don't give it to me in big enough doses to really, like, have any extra to play around with. And I also wouldn't do that because I don't want to deal with the side effects of whatever that would be.
Okay, which one?
Okay, which one? So I'm curious. This is like a tent, basically. Restores 58. Can only be used in safe places. Restores 50% HP to all allies. Restores one fallen ally to 50% HP. I probably want at least a couple of those. And then a couple of these status recover things. This is a straight better deal for the most part. But yeah, medical care in the United States is just absolute shit. And part of it is because there's so many different companies and stuff involved in the process of you going to a doctor and then potentially having to go to a specialist. So there's already one, like, let's say there's one company that's a doctor's company. So you've got one company involved. Then you've got your insurance company, so that's 2. And then you've got the company that's going to fill your prescriptions, so that's 3. And the government regulates it all. So you've got already, even at like a bare minimum, like I go to doctors for antibiotics, you've got 3 different companies and the federal government all involved in just a doctor's visit because I have an ear infection or something like that. And then on top of that, like, let's say you have to go see a specialist, then they have to get the specialist company involved. If some companies, some places, like bigger medicine companies, bigger doctors companies, I guess, will refer you to someone that's already within their network. So there's not as much red tape there. But sometimes it's not. So there's a fourth company involved now for your ENT or whatever they need to refer you to. And then that has to go through your insurance as well. So your doctor, your regular doctor, has to go to your insurance and says, hey, are you guys going to cover this if I send them to an ENT, or is he going to be paying out of pocket? You know?
You want that one? Oh, okay. That should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go. That should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go.
I don't want to blow all my money on this stuff.
That should work. Thanks.
Good.
You want that one? Here you go. Take care.
Yeah. And so, like, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is considered one of the better insurance networks in America. And it's still troublesome to do that, you know, even when they generally cover pretty much everything. The only other... What's the reason for your visit? The only other real option there, like, there's that type, and then is now like Kaiser, which is kind of a newer thing in America, which is one company. It's basically one big doctor's building where they do everything under one umbrella. So it's like you'll go to see a doctor there, but the thing is, you kind of lose like that thing of having a regular doctor, from what I understand. So you can't go see like your family doctor or something like that. You go there and they just assign you someone, and it's like, okay, what's your problem? But within the same company and building, they have like an ENT, a foot specialist, a hand a hand specialist. They do pretty much everything except like surgery. So you can go there and it's all under one umbrella, and it's operated by the insurance company. So it's all under their umbrella, and they know that whatever they tell you to do is going to be covered, but you do lose kind of some of the convenience of that. Really? Okay. Never mind then. Maybe not. I've heard mixed things about Kaiser. I've heard that it's very good for convenience as far as like everything's under one roof, but I've heard issues about the quality is the main thing I've heard people complain about. Do you have a cold, stomach ache, athlete's foot? Whatever it is, you'll need to take a number. Enough of this. You're the only one who could have developed that type of medicine. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me. Rumor has it it's a drug so potent it can give a person unlimited power. This is to go even further beyond. Really? That's news to me. Developing experimental drugs, medicine, and herbal remedies violates all health regulations. Are you attempting to create a super stimulant? A drug like that will only become a social issue. You're really persistent, you know that? I'm just a quack. The police may not be taking action, but I imagine the media will soon pick up on it. You intend to ruin my reputation again, huh? You're a disgrace to the medical community. What's with the look? That was your mistake, was it not? I won't be responsible for your criminal actions. Dispose of that medicine immediately and resign. The name Tei Takame will never... Hey, is somebody there? What a dick.
Man.
Jeez, they almost caught us. It sounded like they were talking about something dangerous. Could that woman be hiding some extra strong medicine? We should use that.
Yes.
I agree. If it's that strong, it might come in handy at the palace. Alright, let's come back when that man isn't here. We shouldn't involve people who have nothing to do with this. Keep the Phantom Thieves a secret, okay? Anyway, great work. That went really well. So you know that store I mentioned with the model guns? It's in Shibuya. I can go with you if you want. Sounds good. Sweet. Well, let's figure out where to meet. You at least know how to get to Shibuya Station, yeah? Hey, I can't make it. Can I trust you guys to check the place out for me? You can't come? Not tomorrow. I made plans to go see Shiho in the hospital. Ah, gotcha. Don't worry, we got this. I'll see you in Shibuya, Ren. I'll be in front of the station.
We might be able to get our hands on some decent stuff if this store really has model guns. Well, we can leave that for tomorrow. Let's go home.
Oh, don't make me go home. We're almost done.
Okay.
Going smoothly so far. Once we're prepared, we'll take on the palace. That's where the real fun starts. Got it? Shibuya? Well, I know where it is, but I can't seem to remember whether or not I've actually been there. Nice.
Wow.
We could better utilize the space. Look at all this junk. Will you let me clean up now?
Okay.
Once we find process for procuring weapons, we should clean up this room. Oh, okay, tomorrow.
Okay.
Will you let me clean up?
Oh. Hey.
Don't worry, I came up with some ideas for infiltration tools. I'll tell you about them once you've made your preparations. Can I go downstairs with you?
Let's turn in for the night.
Let's turn in for the night.
Okay.
You're meeting up with Ryuji tomorrow, so don't oversleep. Alright, Sunday tomorrow.
What's up?
Have a good night checking in, man. I probably got... Oh yeah, I told myself I was gonna get a drink at 1, so I'm gonna go do that now. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I actually don't even have a BRB thing for this text. BRB. Why is it so small? Cool. Be right back. I'm gonna have a drink and a quick snack, and I'm probably gonna do about an hour more, and then I'm done for the day. But I'm not going back to work anytime in the near future, so we're just gonna keep plucking away at Persona 5 until we're done. Cool. Cool. We back. Shop's on Central Street, so we should go through the crossing to get there. Took a second for me to find a bottle opener, actually. Let's go underground. Oh, sounds like you already know your way around Shibuya. The place we're looking for is right at the entrance to Central Street. I was eating popcorn and now I feel like I got a piece stuck on my teeth. So it'll be faster if we just use the surface roads. Alright, let's keep going. Yo, lotto tickets? This is no time for detours. There's nothing I need to do here.
Everyone, wake up! This country is twisted. While Japanese society may appear to be thriving, many young people have not been as blessed as their elders. They have
a
no
good night,
jobs,
Concert.
no savings, no financial security whatsoever. These young people should be tackling their futures head on, but instead, they're too busy merely trying to survive.
People give speeches all the time. Plus, politics are pretty boring anyways.
Obviously that guy will be important later.
Follow me. The shop can be pretty confusing to find sometimes.
Yo, you got a selfie stick. Was that in the original? Yo, what's up? I shouldn't just go home. I'll follow Ryuji for now. No. This is a rental shop. They're looking for new members. I wonder what it is you're able to do if you become one. Hey, acquiring knowledge is important for thieves. Knowledge can come in handy in a tight situation. Ah, vending machines.
Come on.
Oh darn, looks like the store isn't open yet. Can I get some ice cream? This would suit Lady On perfectly. It's colorful and sweet. I don't remember this being... I don't know.
Hey!
Hey, it's this way. It's not shady at all. This is it. Pretty legit, huh? Place looks sketchy. Right, to be honest, it'd be a bit scary to go in alone. Anyways, let's check out what's inside. This guy is cowardly student. Yeah, you surprised me. Don't go into that alley. I saw a blonde punk just head in. Nice.
Oh yeah, before we head in, you know anything about guns and shit?
Nice.
I guess we can just ask the guy behind the counter if we can't figure out what we want. Come on, let's do this.
You can now travel to the airsoft shop in Shibuya. It says taste test the rations of the world volume 37. It's 800 yen each try, but do you want to give it a go? Sure. Oatmeal ration. The capsule is a bit sticky. That's lovely. What does that even do? Covers 30% HP to one ally, lowers accuracy and evasion, and raises attack. Interesting. Probably not good. This is like an ad for a model gun. These are all terms that I don't recognize. Surly manager. You know what you want yet?
You looking for recommendations? I don't know, just buy whatever looks interesting to you.
Ugh, some customer service.
Fine, what do you want? An automatic? A revolver?
Automatic?
Oh my god.
Why are you talking about cars now?
Listen, this here's an enthusiast shop. My regulars will be mad if I let a casual like you hang around.
I'm not a freaking casual. I bought shit from here like last week.
Can't remember you.
You bastard.
And you, looking for something?
Something that looks real seems like an extreme red flag. Fancy model gun.
Oh, you a collector? You're way more interesting than Blondie over there.
Oh, shut it!
Anyways, you should have said before you two are enthusiasts. I'm always up for helping fresh faces. Some precautions first, though. Don't go around pointing them at other people. Keep them in a bag or something if you're outside. Oh, and don't let the fuzz catch wind of you having them. I don't need them coming around here.
This is all model guns, by the way. Like, just the whole thing is so weird. He's got ear protection on his head in a model gun store. Like, I guess it's just for looks, but we hate the cops. We'll be careful, promise.
You damn well better be. Now, if you look close, you'll be able to tell these are models. Real guns feel different. Maybe someday I'll show you the real good stuff, though. If you got the guts for it, of course. But for now, you get the beginner selection. Just sit tight. I'll bring him out.
We did it, dude. We totally gotta go for some fancy shit, right? Ooh, I want him to shine. Oh, and here's the cash for mine. Make me out something good.
Yo, thanks, Ryuji. Spend that shit. It's a cool. You can buy metal guns, ranged weapons, melee weapons, protectors, and accessories at the airsoft shop. Melee weapons will increase the power of your normal attacks, which may be useful for those who want to defeat enemies without using skills. Ranged weapons increase the power of your gun attacks. These deal more damage than melee weapons, so they may be more useful against tough enemies. Protectors decrease the damage you take, vital to lasting longer in battle. Accessories have a variety of effects, such as providing skills and protection against status ailments. Ooh.
Okay. Alright, which one?
Then you can kind of see how it affects your stats in there.
Sounds good.
Fair. And then if it has like a difference, like low freeze, so it's got a chance to freeze, but it also is worse. Yeah, worse. I don't think that's really worth upgrading. Ryuji's might be more worth upgrading.
That's what you're choosing? Take your time.
That gives you 1 additional strength. But this just seems better.
That one? You better not use it to pull a prank.
I think you want to keep that, right? I think the starting weapons are actually useful at some point. I forget.
Sounds good.
As a general rule, I don't sell that much in RPGs. I think Morgana and An can wait. I don't think they're all that important. Ranged weapons.
Alright, which one?
Again, I don't know that there's any huge need to upgrade these right now.
Which one? Sounds good. Okay.
Buy protector.
Alright, which one?
Resist sleep, but it's not very good.
Sounds good.
That's almost double. Isn't there something in the palace though? I might wait until I've gone into the palace a little bit. And then these are spoken for.
Sounds good. Come again.
But yeah, there's something you should know. I don't buy off any model guns from other people, so keep that in mind. I don't want to deal with any problems buying something that's already been modified. And that's all I gotta say. And then, yeah. Actually, I need to go and change her ESP boost. You going home already? Anyways, I'll have you do the choosing from now on. Give me the strongest looking one.
Boss, did you hear? Apparently that subway driver from the accident was acting really odd during his testimony hearing.
You talking about that psychotic whatever thing people are going on about?
Yeah, I heard it completely alters your personality. The news is saying the driver couldn't even speak when they tried asking him questions.
Only an idiot would believe a preposterous story like that. Oh, and sorry, but we're closing soon.
So good with customers.
How rude. This must be why you don't get many customers. Your coffee's actually not half bad. The beans must be lamenting the sorry state of this store.
Thanks for stopping in. Please come again.
I'm only trying to help you fix your business. Thanks for the coffee, at least.
What a dick.
Jeez, what a pain. Oh, what do you want? If you're bored, go wash some dishes or something.
You treat patrons like that?
Same as always. It's all good as long as the shop doesn't fail. I'm not gonna go wearing a fake smile.
It's all good. What if it does fail?
Who knows? Maybe I'll end up living out on the streets. As long as I'm here, the world leaves me be. No annoyances or troublesome people to deal with. It's like my own personal hideaway. I'd be kind of screwed if I lost it. But I guess you would be too. So you better at least try and be useful around here. Anyway, I'm leaving now. Don't cause any trouble.
Cool. So I went to see Shiho in the hospital. Did you talk to her? Her condition is stable. They don't know when she'll regain consciousness, though. I'm sure she'll be okay. Yeah, she'll get better, I know it. I just need to believe in her. But I'll never forgive Kamoshida. He's going to pay for what he did, no matter what.
We're just about ready to go to the palace. We just need to assemble some infiltration tools. Clean off that desk back there so we can use it.
Can I clean off this shit, too?
Hey!
No, I want to clean.
Wow! Hey! Hey!
You gonna yell at me? Were you listening to me? Your desk's gonna get clean if you just sit there.
That desk! Hurry now and clean it up!
Let's clean this up.
Great. Now you can make things whenever you want.
Now you can create infiltration tools at this work desk.
I'll provide the materials this time. Try making a lockpick.
With the necessary materials, you can make various infiltration tools that will be quite useful during palace exploration. Be sure to make sure to bring some along. Making tools will cause time to pass, but it will improve your proficiency as well. Each time this ranks up, you can make one additional tool. During bad weather, your focus will allow you to make an additional tool. Interesting. I didn't know that. Was that in the first one? It might have been. Check out all the shops to track down the various crafting materials.
Don't think too hard about it. You'll get the hang of it.
No, lockpick.
Everyone starts off a little clumsy. Don't be sad if it doesn't go well at first, okay?
Make it. Made one.
Great. We should be able to use this.
Yeah.
Cool. Finally getting skill points.
We should be ready now. We're heading into the palace tomorrow. Let's get some sleep.
Monday.
Good morning. Come on, hurry up and get to class. Good morning.
Good morning.
That admirable behavior won't do you any good once you're expelled.
Well, that wraps up the homeroom period. A word with you, please?
I've always felt like it's better to be passive-aggressive with him. Sort of a dick.
There's something I'd like to ask you. It won't take long.
Oh, hello.
I see you're already getting on top of the problem I'd mentioned this morning, Miss Kawakami. I appreciate the support.
Thank you again.
Oh, you know this guy, Yoshizawa?
Yes, he lent me a helping hand earlier.
Yoshizawa.
I recommend you steer clear of the likes of him if you have any consideration for your future. Remember the discussion we just had? There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the top of the list.
Oh, the delinquent transfer student?
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to use the guidance office.
Oh, pardon me. We should be going too. Don't want to get in the way of guiding this delinquent and all.
Please excuse us.
After you.
So obviously that scene's new.
I'm gonna get straight to the point. Did something happen between you and Mr. Kamoshida?
I don't remember this being in the original either, even though it doesn't really involve her. Why do you ask?
Well, there was that little exchange just now, but that's not all. He gave me a brief lecture this morning, and your name came up. Something about the dangers of a lack of supervision. I don't mean to pry, but just make sure you don't go causing trouble, okay? Oh, and one more thing. That girl outside the office? You didn't make a pass at her, did you?
I mean, this just seems rude. Ah, we're in uncharted territory, shit. Well, I am interested. Her ribbon was cute. I mean, I didn't really make a pass at her.
All right. Mr. Kamoshida has a real close eye on you. Apparently, you've been getting involved with Sakamoto-kun. You seem acquainted with Yoshizawa-san as well. Maybe you're just naturally drawn to athletes? Sorry, bad joke. That's all I wanted to discuss. You're free to go.
What was the point of that? So I saw Kamoshida at the school gate this morning. He was just standing there looking at me with this shit-eating grin on his face. Oh, that's annoying. He was probably mocking you. Honestly, seeing that got me even more fired up about this. I do love that, we're definitely gonna pull this off. Yeah, but I'm worried about Shiho, but I want to concentrate on our operation too. And I won't let myself get exhausted like last time. The board meeting's May 2nd, right? We just gotta take care of him before then. I'm ready for this. Same goes for me. Me too. I'll do my best. No going in without me, okay? Yeah, you better let us know if you're going into the palace. He got in trouble on the first day of school. Those guys are getting expelled. Nobody wants a troublemaker in school. Everyone's got high hopes for the new girl, Yoshizawa-chan. Damn, she's fine. I wonder if I have a shot with her.
Okay.
Finally time to set the plan in motion. I bet the others are ready to go and waiting on the signal. Well, I'll leave the planning to you. If you cannot execute the plan by the deadline, then it's game over. Keep vigilant and be aware of the time remaining. Palaces contain many strong enemies. Consult with your allies and make use of the various facilities in the city to ensure a successful infiltration. Mission start. When you have some free time and don't know what to do next, press the center button, I guess, to open the assist command to view what you can do, and who you can see. Almost said that backward, and that's awkward. If network functions are on, you can use the D-pad to view the activity log. This will enable you to see what other players did on this day in the calendar. The activity log is a support tool that can assist you during your free time. If you'd like to know more about it, check the corresponding tutorial. Nice.
Really? Let's do it.
Okay. So, as usual, at the start of each palace section, I usually just make a save. It's a safety or backup save or whatever. So I could always go back to it if I want, and then I'll overwrite the save too. And I think I'm going to call it for the night, because that's kind of a natural stopping point. So we are officially, you can see, we're officially out of the tutorial. Like, I can fast travel to anywhere I want to go that, like, I've been to. Oh, interesting. Should I go to another station? Should I summon everyone? I think this could improve my knowledge. Interesting. That text in the bottom right, I don't remember that being there. Should I explore around? Hey, look at this. When you are at a loss, assist commands can give you recommendations based on your current conditions for activities to do and confidence to see. Press triangle to open confident assist to see which confidant is recommended for that time of day. Press X to open Status Assist to see which daily activity is recommended for you. What? This is way more involved than it was before. Press square to gather everyone at the hideout. Also, if you have network functions on, you can use the D-pad to see the activity log of other players. Wow. Interesting. Oops.
I hope you all understand that we basically just have to go to that castle and steal the treasure from Kamoshida, right?
I'm gonna end up
Wait,
watching this again.
What
But
even is a treasure? I want to know that before we do anything.
A treasure is the physical form of the palace ruler's distorted desires. In other words, it's the core of the palace. Once we steal it, the palace will crumble. I think. Having said all that, even I don't know what Kamoshida's treasure is going to be.
And where can we find it?
There's no way of knowing that until we go in and find out. But if I had to guess, I'd say he has it locked up somewhere in the depths of the palace.
I think I get it now. We just gotta find the treasure, yeah?
Pretty much. There's just a lot we won't know until we go in. In any case, our objective is to find the treasure's location somewhere in the palace. Make sure we go about this with time to spare so we can avoid any unforeseen circumstances. I expect great things from you guys.
check your progress with the hold meeting option. Listen to your friends' opinions and decide the best course of action. Selecting Infiltrate Palace will take you to the palace. You cannot purchase items on the palace, so be sure you're well prepared. It will be nighttime when you return from the palace. Oh. If time runs out, it's game over. Keep an eye on the time remaining. So what they don't mention, unless they've changed this, is that you actually, you need to finish, I think, with at least one more day or 2 more days or something left on the timer. Like, if you let the timer get to 1, you're actually already screwed. Huh? That's all for today? Status. Study. Or you could look at the network wall. Studied, 62% went into the palace, 37% hung out with Dikemi, and 1% studied. So this seems like a study kind of day. What I am going to do, more than likely... Well, you know what? I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to save, because I kind of skipped through some of that, and I haven't read... all of those notifications and stuff like that, so I'm just going to call it for the night. I'm going to get some sleep tonight, so I'm not a complete zombie tomorrow, and then maybe I can, my goal is kind of to spend, I've been sleeping during the kids' nap time recently, but my kind of goal is to actually spend that time working on Mega Man 4 offline, so I'm continuing, so that way at night I can just play Persona and stream that for a long stream, and then I can get my hour or 2 of Mega Man 4 time in while the kids are napping. So I'm going to try and get to bed a little bit earlier tonight. Everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good day. I'll be back. I actually wanted to start earlier today, and I did start a little bit earlier, but like 11, not that much earlier. But hopefully I may be able to start even earlier tomorrow. Although I think I'm watching a movie with my wife after the kids go to bed. So actually it might be another like 10 or 11 start time. We'll see. It depends on how things play out. I will see you next time. I'm going to let AutoHost take it over. Have a good night. Take care.